Today on Tiny Torch TV, we have Rebecca, Nadia, and Ariel, and we're going to talk about how to get free product and how to make money on YouTube. So let's start with Ariel, and let's maybe talk about your background, your experiences, your thought or strategies. I think because for me, if I were to start a YouTube channel other than Tiny Torch, I think the easiest thing is to get free product. So it's what space would I want free product in? Would I want free hotels from traveling and airplanes, or maybe I'd want tech products, or maybe I don't wear makeup, but if I did wear makeup.
Are you sure you're not wearing makeup?
I'm not. I've thought about it.
He just looks like that. He woke up like that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess this is something I've been doing more recently. So my most recent videos, I've been doing a lot of product reviews. And how I got those products, I work with a guy named Anthony Ambrose. I feel like a lot of people know him. So he's been helpful with as being the middleman between me and companies who want to work with YouTubers and want to promote their content. So he's been in contact with me, and I've been really lucky through that. So I feel like networking is really important when you want to work with companies, because one person that you meet might know a really cool company and then they could recommend you and introduce you. But I feel like if you're starting out, there's no problem in reaching out to a company you want to work with. The worst thing that can happen is them either saying no or just not responding. So why not just mass email all these companies that you're interested in, be like, hey, I'm a YouTuber, these are my stats and I'd really like to review one of your products. And go from there. And I feel like that is a really great way to, if you're beginning and you're starting off and you really want to do reviews and make money, then that's a good way to start off. Yeah.
Well, what was the first company that you cold contacted and said, hey, let's do a deal?
For my YouTube channel or my blog?
Either.
A blog, ooh, gosh, it's such a long time ago. I like working with a lot of local companies. So I've worked with Fawn Design. Oh gosh, I'm blanking on
What was the most recent one then?
Oh, my recent video, I've worked with Ravian,
okay.
Which is a heated jacket company.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I worked with them, sorry. And yeah, they that one actually Anthony hooked me up with, because he works with them, so I was able to get that. But I'm trying to think of a company that I contacted. Oh gosh. Maybe come back to me with
okay,
that one.
We'll do that. All right, so Nadia, with your channel, what are your goals of how to I assume you want to have some type of income off of it, how to generate money from YouTube. What do you do?
Definitely. I think for me, part of it is just making sure that whatever company or person that I'm working with really fits with the mission and the brand of my content. I don't ever want it to feel like it's really branded or doesn't really fit, and people are like, wait, why is she even talking about that at the end of her video, so I just try to find places that are kind of naturally fit with mine. For example, in a recent video we worked with Staywear for suicide prevention, and so they sponsored for us to utilize some of their clothing inside of the video, and then they actually gave 10% of any sales of those shirts towards suicide prevention organizations. So I think the whole video was already based around the word stay, so it was just a very natural incorporation of utilizing a brand. So I think that's one way, is just networking. I totally agree to that. I think just networking with the right people and just talking, always networking, and their opportunities will come. And I think another thing for generating revenue is Patreon. I absolutely love Patreon. I just started my Patreon channel probably about 4 or 5 months ago.
Is Patreon? I know a lot of our viewers may not know what it is.
No, definitely no. So Patreon, it's a crowdfunding website. It's similar to maybe Kickstarter or GoFundMe. Some of us might be familiar with those sites. But basically what it is, it says, I love your YouTube channel so much that I want to donate $1 or $5 or $10 or $100 towards every single video that you produce, and so these are your super fans, your loyal fans, people who just really, really want to support you, and you just basically explain that, I want to continue giving you content that you love and enjoy, and if you want to be a part of my journey, you can help sponsor or help support this content. And so that's what Patreon is. It's basically subscriptions of your own followers who are helping you create more content for them.
Okay,
so
perfect.
That's cool. relationship.
And then how do you use Patreon in your own stuff then?
Yeah, no, so basically there's different levels. So it could be 1 to 5 to 10 to 100, whatever it is. There's probably about 5 or 6 levels. And then there's rewards that we offer in return. So if they sign on to a particular level, they might get sneak peeks of the videos. They might get free downloads of the songs. They might get whatever it is. There's a lot of different rewards that they might receive for them. And so and basically every single time I release content, then I get to receive a supported amount from my patrons, and so it's fantastic.
Awesome, perfect. Rebecca, what do you do?
Okay, so I don't know if your audience is like YouTubers or not, but the very basic explanation of how a YouTuber makes money is just by hitting the little button when you set up your YouTube channel and put up your videos that say monetize. And so that's the basic way. What they do is basically once you hit monetize, it will then give YouTube permission to put up an ad on your video, and then clicks of people or whatever will give you a little bit of, like, I don't know, a few cents or something with every click on an ad, and then you'll make money through that. However, you can't do it on purpose or you'll get in trouble, which I think might have happened to one of my friends that got...
Like click on it on purpose?
Yeah, you can't click
yeah,
on
yeah.
it on purpose, or else
Okay.
then you're like, money, I'm giving myself money,
Yeah.
right? So if they see anything, I think they have like, I don't know, some sort of a
They can
program
track, like,
in place
if, like
that
bots are doing it.
could
or
track it.
something,
Yeah. So anyways, that's how you make money the very basic way on YouTube. And then obviously through brand deals and reaching out to brands. And we've actually not done very many brand deals. We are living off of YouTube and we're doing really well with just hitting that little button, monetize. But what we have had is a lot of people sending us product to the point where I'm like, wow, like this is a lot of stuff. We've done recently like some, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like Wow Box. It's like tons of treats from Japan or treats from all over the world. And we've been doing really well with those for our vlogging channel, The Beach House. And like, we've got so many boxes now. They're starting to come out of the woodwork. But it's fun, it's fun. And it's nice to be sent free product to get to try out. And we have also actually contacted like a hotel, and it wasn't really a hotel. It was more of like a resort, a specific, just one. It's not like a big, huge chain because I feel like maybe they wouldn't respond as well, but just a small resort, and contacted them, and we came up with a really brilliant idea to tie it into our channel. And we pitched the idea and they were like, we love it. Here's a $4,000 worth, of night stays for you guys to have fun and explore and show off our resort, and then we'll just give it to you for free. So that's huge. And I mean, it's basically a brand deal that's paid. It's just in trade, right? So anyways.
Right. I assume that when you're starting a channel, it's much more realistic to get like those trade types of deals or maybe free product as opposed to like making a living. Would that be correct or fair or?
Yeah. You kind of, when you have like, I guess when your numbers are smaller, it's more, companies will, only give you product rather than like product and compensation. But I feel like that's like a good starting point, because then you have that experience for other companies to be like, hey, I worked with this company and this is the work that I did and how great of a job I did. And you can use that to leverage compensation in the future.
Got it. From ad revenue, the unofficial word on the street is that for every million views that you generate, you could get somewhere between 1,000 to 2, maybe 4,000 on the high end. Would you say those are fair numbers from what
Rebecca?
you guys have seen?
Yes, that's fair. It definitely fluctuates. Like for us, October, November, December, it just shoots up, skyrockets, like gets really, really good. And then January plummets every single year. So expect that. Why? If you don't, because what the ad companies are doing is they've saved all of their ad revenue for like the holidays, right? And then in January, they sit down with all of their board members. This is what I'm imagining in my head. And they like reevaluate where they want to spend their money, right? So during that time, they're not spending money. They're waiting to see where they want to put it throughout the rest of the year. And they have to like reevaluate. So every single year, because we've been doing this for 4.5, something like that, it's been that every single year. We always get so excited and hopeful in in December and then January, our hopes are all crushed. But then then it slowly gets back up, and then it does that every year. So
Got it. And I think with YouTube being full time, I assume the lion share that people, for those who make a living, actually come from sponsorship offsite, right? Or brand partnership deals as opposed to AdSense revenue or free product.
So currently we are living completely off of YouTube, doing the best we've ever done with any job, completely from AdSense.
Okay.
So no
That's
extra.
awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah. It's
that's
really,
the
really
dream.
So it can be done. It can definitely be done. Because I've also heard, before we were doing it, I heard the only way to really make it happen is through sponsors, and that's just not true. But where the money is sponsors. So if that's true, then if we started doing sponsors, we would be doing really, really, really good. So I'm hoping that's true, because one day when I decide to dive into that.
Yeah, no, you should.
Yeah.
I feel like with your numbers, you could definitely
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of starting to look into it and see what we need and all that. We just haven't done it yet.
Got it. Yeah. Have you thought about going to the level when you do crafts or projects, selling kits to make those projects later?
Yes, I've definitely thought about that. We just haven't. It's another thing we just haven't tried or done yet. I think going to meetings with other YouTubers and trying to collaborate is the best thing for that type of a project, so that I can, I don't know, network and find people that might be able to teach me that have already done that type of a thing. And it's really just a matter of having so many things that we're working on right now that it's, can I squeeze that in, or can I hire it out, or how to work it out? I just haven't done that yet.
Perfect. Well, thank you, ladies, so much. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up?
Yeah, I think it's interesting how we're talking about diversifying your revenue streams. I think also just not being intimidated if you're just a starter. I'm currently making a living off of my YouTube channel, but it's not through AdSense. It's coming through different sources. It's through sponsorships, even though it is a starting channel. I think a lot of it comes down to is, okay, even if I'm a beginner, what is my value, and what kind of value can I add to these companies, or what kind of value can I give? And if you feel like you have a high value, then like Ariel was saying, the worst thing that they can say is no, or not respond to you. And I think just reaching out there, not being afraid to reach out, opportunities will come. And I think through that, just also for me, since in the music world it's a tiny bit different. I mean, and I do a lot of public speaking too. And public speaking and a lot of performance gigs will pay really well. And that comes through, a lot of those opportunities will come through people watching me through YouTube, and then Patreon as well. So I think just recognizing what is my most effective revenue stream. You guys have definitely found an incredible revenue stream. And I think also just being willing to explore other ideas and diversifying them as well is really important.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have to have a contract that they sign, or what's the nitty gritty of how to do a brand deal?
No, that's a great question. So I do have contracts. And that's been really, I mean, my mom's an accountant and she works closely with lawyers. So that's been a really big, huge help. But I've created different performance, public speaking, when I go and do high school assemblies, things like that. And then also brand deal contracts. I have lots of different type of contracts. I think it's just important
that you have.
Yeah, I think it's just a contract for me more is just, let's just make sure that we both understand exactly what we're hoping to expect from this brand deal. So that way there's not any miscommunications. That way when the brand deal does happen, it's they get what they're expecting, and I get what I'm expecting as well,
I think one of the main reasons why it's hard for me to accept the idea of brand deals is we don't want to get paid one time for a video that we could be paid every single month on. And so, and maybe I'm just not understanding it perfectly correctly. Yeah. I just would never want to sign off, here's all of the income for this video that I'm just going to get paid from you guys one time, and then I'm never going to make money on that again. So I just don't understand it.
No, I think that's an excellent point. And I think here's where I'm thinking I got to get to AdSense or to Patreon, because Patreon, I get paid every single time I release content, so it's kind of similar to the monthly thing. You can also do it monthly if you want to do it monthly. But that's where I think AdSense would be great, because then it's a lot more consistent. But for me, it's I get this fantastic brand deal, and then I have consistency coming through Patreon. But the channel is, I mean, I don't have 300,000 subscribers in order to have the amount of AdSense that's coming in. So I think, I don't know, I think I would view, in your case, brand deals as like fantastic extras. You know what I mean? Like, here's a huge tip that you're going to get because you're working so hard on such a great channel.
Yeah,
you know?
and I think, can't you like do different kinds of contracts that are like, you know, this one we'll still make money off of it, but we're going to promote your brand and you're just going to give us a certain amount? Or
You can do affiliate links too.
Affiliate
So
links.
like if someone buys that product that you're endorsing, through your link, you get a percentage of the sales. So that would be long lasting, because every time someone watches the video and like, oh, I want that, and they buy it through that, you get money.
Yeah, and we actually do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole nother way.
Yeah.
we can talk about.
Affiliate links.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Just say, here are all the items I'm buying for my project. And then
Yeah.
Exactly. We do
yeah.
that. We
can do that.
we use Amazon, and we just say, you know, click. Basically, my whole little spiel for the video is, all of the items that you'll need for this video are found in the link below on Amazon. Make sure to, you know, go there if you want to find. If you don't want to have to shop all around all of these different stores to find everything just for this one project.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for sharing money on how to make money off YouTube and how to get free product from YouTube. And join us tomorrow on Tiny Torch TV, and we will talk about how to balance having a website and a YouTube channel and how to know which one to promote. So thank you so much.